Assalamualaikum and hi to Puan Marliana binti Jamaluddin and my fellow friends, DPA30083. My name is Muhammad Soleh bin Osman and my mentor number is 01D8019F1074 and my member's name and mentor number Muhammad Amar Zikri bin Suhaimi 01D8019F1099 Arvin Subramaniam, anak lelaki Viswanandam 01D8019F1104 Chon Jiali 01D80191105 and Muhammad Lokman Hakim bin Muhammad Nizam 01D8019F1088 and lastly Pravin Kumar Nair, anak lelaki Gopal and his meta number 01D8019F1098. Today, our group will present Pirie versus Stewart case. Hello, my name is Muhammad Soleh bin Osman and my meta number is 01D8019F1074. I would like to present about the facts Pirie versus Stewart case. A company was formed to purchase, charter, hire or otherwise acquire steam or other vessels having a capital of £10,000 in £1 shares, of which, however, only 2,825 unit shares were subscribed. At the end of its first year's trading, during which the only business carried on was the ownership and management of one vessel. That vessel was lost, and the only remaining asset of the company was a balance of £363 in bank. A majority in number and value of its shareholders proposed to have the company wound up, but failed to obtain the 3/4 majority necessary to carry a resolution for winding up voluntarily. A minority of the shareholders were anxious to continue business by chartering vessels and had made an offer to the majority of a price per share for their holding more than would apparently be obtained in a winding up. In a petition under the 79 section of the Companies Act 1862, the court granted a winding up order.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Ahmad Zikri bin Suhaimi. My metric number is 01D8019F1099. Today I'm going to explain about health and judgment. This is a petition of the instance of a number of shareholders of the Stewart Steamship Company Limited or an order for the winding up of that company. Petition means a formal written request, typically one signed by many people, appealing to authority in respect of a particular cause. The conditions under which such an order may be given are defined in the 79th section of the Companies Act 1862. That seems to me to include every consideration which is fair and reasonable for all the interests concerned. In considering such a question, it is natural to turn first to the history of the company, and we seldom find a more unfortunate or disastrous record. The company was incorporated with a share capital of £10,000 divided into 10,000 shares of £1 each. But of these shares, only 2,822 pounds were taken up by 23 members. The company therefore does not appear to have gained the confidence of the commercial community. One member, Mr. James R. Stewart, who had been from the first the leading promoter of the company, was by the Articles of Association appointed general manager with sole power to regulate the working of the ship or ships which might belong to the company. Business was begun by the purchase at the price of £2,000 of the SS City of Ververs, a purchase which was effected by Mr. Stewart without consulting the directors.
Good morning. My name is Chungjaga. My matrix number is 01DAT19F1105. His judgment appears to have been such that his vessels was unsuitable for the intended check, with the result that 1,100 had to be spent on her in alteration and repairs, an expenditure which was incurred by Mr. Stewart without consulting the directors and without their authority. These two sums amount to over 3,000, which is in excess of the whole subscribed capital of the company, which was 2,825. The whole subscribed capital was thus already gone. That is how matters stand now. For no other purpose, when business appears to have been done. The verse ended by foundering at the pier at Rian Villas, and the pier for which, and not only did she found it, but she caused considerable damage to the pier, for which the company was held liable the principal sum of damage which the company had to pay, together with the lost expenses of the litigation, amounted to 1,344, and the total capital loss sustained up to the present time is stated at the 2,450, being little short of the whole subscribed capital of the company. Indeed, the only asset of the company appears to be 360 and 63 in bank. This at once suggests the questions: if the company is to commence business, where is it to get capital? There does not seem to be any demand or even any market for its shares. I have seldom seen a more unfortunate history. Explanation saya ialah judgementnya tidak sesuai untuk perdagangan, and dia perlu menggunakan hasilnya 1,100 untuk membuat perbaikan. Belanja yang ditanggung oleh Mr. Stewart tanpa consent of the director. Dia tanggungkan belanja, tapi tak tanya director. Macam tanya setuju director lagi. Semua jumlah pun sudah lebih daripada semua subscribe capital of company. The subscribe capital sudah habis, tidak ada bisnes lagi yang boleh dilakukan. Mr. Stewart is a founder, but she has caused huge damage and loss to the pier. The company has to liable the loss and damage. Sekarang, the only asset of the company adalah 363 in the bank. Tapi, it is a question, kalau company hendak memerlukan perniagaan, and where is it to get capital? Share dia tidak ada share dia tidak ada permintaan atau market. Sebab the company has no more fund to commence the company. The company has also liable for the loss and here. Itu saja.
Good morning, my name is Arvind Subramaniam, son of Vishwanandam. My matrix number is 01D1819F1104. Now I will be continuing the slide for Lord President. It is not surprising that under the circumstances now stated, it is not desired by a number of the shareholders that the trading of the company should not be longer continued. But Captain Stewart says that there are still sufficient assets to enable the company to work on time charters. Captain Stewart and his nominees have a large stake in the company, but other shareholders representing 1,435 shares are against this course, and this is not surprising. The voting at the meeting at which this question was discussed appears to have been holders of 755 shares for continuing and the holders of 1,435 shares for winding up the company. We have now to decide whether, with this uniformly disastrous career and with the holders of nearly two-thirds of the subscribed capital desiring that the company should be wound up, it is just equitable that the company should be continued or whether it should be wound up. I think it would not be reasonable to make this large majority of the shareholders go on until a new experiment has been made, and not improbably the remaining assets of the company dissipated. That would be very hard and, in my view, unjust. I therefore came to the conclusion that the case of the petitioners has been made out and that it is just and equitable that the company should be wound up. Since two-thirds of the company shareholders voted in a meeting that the company should be wound up, and 755 shareholders voted in a meeting that the company should be continued, a majority of votes here played a bigger role. Therefore, the 1,435 shareholders, which is the two-thirds of the shareholders who voted in the meeting, voted for the company to be wound up. Therefore, the company is best to be wound up. And as a conclusion, the company was wounded up because of the higher votes in the meeting.
Hi, my name is Praveen Kumar. My matrix number is 01DAT19F1098. I'll be continuing the presentation for Lord Adam. This company has had rather an unfortunate career. It started with 10,000 shares, of which only 2,825 were paid up by 23 members. It began business as lately as 1902 by the purchase of a ship for 2,000 and spending 1,100 on a alteration, so that the total capital and more was engrossed in the fitting out of this vessel. That was the beginning of the business, and it ended so far as the ship was concerned by her founding and damaging sphere, so that the company had to pay 1,344 in damages and the expenses of litigation. That was an unfortunate occurrence in one sense, but not in another, for they had already made a trading loss of 700. The result is that there remains a balance in bank of 363. It is stated that they intend to carry on business by chartering vessels. I do not think that it would be just and equitable that they should be allowed to do so, and therefore think a winding up order should be pronounced. According to the Company Act 1862 Annex, a company under this Act may be wound up by the court under the following circumstances: that is to say, whenever the court is of opinion that it is just and equitable that the company should be wound up.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Aman Hakim Muhammad Izam. My matrix number is 01D1819F1088. I will continue presentations for Lord McLaren. The question in this case is whether a majority of the shareholders of the company should be compelled to carry on the business against their will. Their operations in the past year have been disastrous, but a sanguine minority are anxious to continue, and it is suggested that without a sheet, without capital, without business, or even a united proprietary, success may be retrieved. Maksudnya, pemegang saham harus dipaksa untuk menjalankan perniagaan dan operasi mereka pada tahun sebelumnya telah mendatangkan malapetaka. Tetapi sanguine minority ingin meneruskan perniagaan dan mencadangkan bahawa tanpa kapal, tanpa modal, tanpa perniagaan, malah hak milik yang bersatu, kejayaan boleh dicapai. I think the mere statement of the facts a sufficient answer to this suggestion, and as the only alternative is the winding up of the company, I consider that it is just equitable that the company should be wound up. Maksudnya, kenyataan di atas adalah jawapan yang cukup untuk cadangan ini dan satu-satunya alternatif adalah penutupan syarikat. Lord Kinnear Cankett. Maksudnya, pernyataan tersebut telah dipersetujui oleh Lord Kinnear. The court granted an order for the winding up of the company. Maksudnya, mahkamah memberikan perintah untuk menutup syarikat tersebut. That's all. Thank you.